My name is Vincent Diomede. I was electrician mate second class. Now, Bainbridge was, like I said, it was a cold place. But the group that we had, which were all supposed to be either go to jail or go to the Navy, really gelled into a nice company of people, which always amazed me how that happened. And the next barracks was from Tennessee or something. They were a 16-ton company. There was always a controversy going between them. One day we were marching through this big drill hall. We were going one way, they were going another way. And these 16-tonners started making all kinds of sounds and harassing and all this other stuff, and started walking toward, the whole company started walking towards us. It's going to be a brawl here. Well, our company, our recruit company commander, was a big guy from Newark named Wims. And Wims stepped out in front of the company, walked up to the company commander of the 16-ton, picked him up by the elbows, off of the ground. The guy was a pretty tall guy. Picked him up, and his legs, I still remember his legs were kicking. He says, if you're going to start anything, you're going to start with me. Put him down, they turned around, they did an about face and marched away from us. Now, I don't know how Navy it is, but that's what really happened. My bunk was all the way in the back of the barracks. And it was an old World War II barracks. The corners didn't come together. You could look outside from the corner of the barracks. Anyway, it was in the back of the barracks. And I had everybody got along with me because they used to gamble back there. I never bothered them. They never bothered me. They went in the back and back where my bunk was and played dice or whatever. So I pretty much got along with everybody. I had I guess it was third or fourth week, and I got very sick. I got a cold, very sick. All these people were strangers a couple of weeks before, and you had to go on watch. You had to stand on watch. You had duties that you had to do over the weekend. Everybody, people who I didn't even know, chipped in, stood my watches, did everything I was supposed to do, covered for me. Monday morning we had to stand in formation. I didn't shave, I didn't do anything. Over the weekend I stood there, I went out there half sick, and the company commander came over, what's the matter with you? I said, I'm not feeling good. Well, you better go shave, you gotta go, we're gonna go to the chow hall right now. But the guys, I don't even know who they were, took care of everything they didn't shave me, but they took care of everything else that I had to do. Some of them went up to Great Lakes. Some went to different schools up there. But I would say maybe, I don't know about half, but at least a good third of them went up to Great Lakes that I would run into all the time. Some of them I became very good friends with. And like I said, since we were a special company from Newark, we all went back to Newark. We all said our goodbyes in Newark. And I believe, I had a friend of mine, his name was Spain, Fred Spain, and I became very good friends with him. He was from East Orange. And we rode the train to go to Great Lakes. When we went, the two of us rode the train together, went to Great Lakes. I think he went to electronics school and I went to the AM school. Going back home after basic training was really, really good. Well, what happened, you know, today, people in the service can't wear their they're not supposed to wear their uniforms. They wear civilian clothes. When they leave the ship, they wear civilian clothes. Well, at that time, we wore a uniform everywhere we went. When I used to come home, the only time I put civilian clothes on is after I was in my bedroom changing clothes. Every place else, I would wear a uniform. And the first leave that I had, I wore it every place I went. And my family came from Hoboken originally, and I went to see friends in uniform in Hoboken, and there was a cruiser that had tied up in Hoboken. I never saw a real ship, by the way, until I go look at this cruiser. So I went up there, and there's a crowd of people online to go to take the tour of this ship. Police officer come, make way for the sailor, he's got to go back to his ship, make way for the sailor.